I once spoke about a young lady who was alleging that she had a relationship with Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa back in 2011. And she also alleged that it's Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa who taught her the Sodom and Gomorrah style. And the reason why she spoke about the Sodom and Gomorrah style is because she feels like that experience that she had with Emmanuel Makandiwa back in 2011 is affecting her life today, because she claims she no longer enjoy the normal way of engaging. She was claiming that the only style she enjoys is that one, the Sodom and Gomorrah. But unfortunately, she can't propose it to her husband. And she was talking about having severe pains, back, and some discomfort. And her life has not really been going well. And she believes that all this is tied to the encounter that she had with Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa back in 2011. Now, this kind of a story is not conclusive, and I don't ask anyone to believe it. Those who want to believe it can believe it. Those who do not want to believe it, you still cannot believe it. The decision is entirely up to you. But those who can relate to the story, then I hope it can enlighten you, and I hope it can caution you where needs be. I'll try to be fair with Emmanuel Makandiwa here. Even though me and him, we have our own differences, I'm not going to nail him on the cross. I'll just present the story as it is, as I get it from the young lady that he apparently had a relationship with back in 2011. Remember, back in 2011, Makandiwa was still coming up. So chances of him being reckless were very high. I don't think in 2011 he ever knew that he was going to blow up. I don't think in 2011 he ever anticipated that he will become this big. But now that we are in 2024, some 11, 12 years later, all these things are beginning to come up. And it's very unfortunate that we don't have evidence to all these allegations or to all these claims. So to those of you who will be asking for evidence, let me tell you beforehand that there is no evidence. When all this happened, the young lady forgot to record. When all this happened, the young lady probably did not have a smart device back then in 2011 to record all these activities or to record her engagement with Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa. So let me just save you the effort and the time of commenting, saying that we want proof. No, there is no proof. And when people ask for evidence, I sometimes ask myself, what really constitutes evidence? If someone comes and then they say, this is what happened to me, this is what was my experience with so and so and so and so, and it happened back then and stuff like that, it's not going to be easy to get evidence from stories like that. Hence, I said, everyone who chooses to believe this story and everyone who chooses not to, you are both equally right. I'm just going to present the story as it is, as the lady alleges. So let's continue from where we left, as we keep on digging deeper as to the nature of her relationship with the men of God. Let's go. Then I asked her, I hope you have been good. Then she goes, yes, I'm good, and you? I told her, recently, what did I say? Received plenty messages from Makandiwa's followers claiming that their prophet can never do something like that. And then she said, yes, I was expecting it because it did not happen to them. Let them say what they want. But I'm really hurt that people are blinded. They are still following him because they don't know the truth. I wish they were in my shoes. And then I asked the question, do you still feel connected to him or tied to his spirit in any way? And then she said, I don't know what to say. I really hate the man. I wish I had powers so that I can destroy him for ruining my life, my freedom, and my future. My heart is still burning. And then I went on to say, I forgot to ask something. Did you use any protection with him? And by protection, I hope you know what I mean. And then she said, no, I did not. That's the most paining thing. And then she goes on to say, I did not understand what she said down here. I'm now staying with someone I don't feel anything for. And then she went on to say, only for protection. I still tried to reread it, but I still couldn't get it. And then I just decided to ask her another question. And how did you not fall, pregs, if you did not use protection? How did you not catch Bele? And then she said, I removed the preggers. That is Bele. And then she goes on to say, I was told to do so. Then I was like, so you got Bele. That's preggers. And then I asked another follow-up question. And how many months was it before you removed it? And then she said, I discovered the preggers at 3 months. At 3 months. Okay, let's pause it here. So she discovered that she was carrying Bele for Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa at 3 months. She realized that she had carried Bele after 3 months. This all happened in 2011. Like I said, there's no proof, there's no evidence. To some extent, she feels like, I don't believe her. But it's not my place to believe her. It's her story. And it's not my place to judge her or to qualify the story as true or false. But there is so much that we discussed, so much that we spoke about. I want to break it down in pieces so that by the time we get to the bottom of it, we can all agree or disagree. We can all come together and argue if this story is relatable or if this story is not relatable, if it is consistent, if it is true, or if it is not. But at the end of the day, she's the one who had an experience, the alleged experience with Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa. So she knows better. The reason why I'm bringing it up is simply because of the recent TD Jakes, P. Diddy, and all these other youngsters who were being, used for rituals, using the very same Sodom and Gomorrah style to transfer spiritual energies that defiled the temples. So I thought about this young lady when I was going through that TD Jakes story, and I was thinking, okay, she once said that Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa used the Sodom and Gomorrah style there. And I was like, okay, so there is more to what Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa has been doing, if it is true. And if we are to connect the dots properly, we might realize that there may be more victims to the men of God. There may be more women who are probably afraid to speak out, or there may be so many other sisters out there or mothers who are married, but things are not going on properly for them, things are not going well for them, and they don't understand why. And it could have been caused by their involvement with the men of God or with men of gods. So if you're out there and if you can relate to this experience, I know it's quite scary to come out now, especially if you are married. I know it's quite inconvenient for you to speak out now, especially if you are married, because it might jeopardize your entire relationship. That's the danger of intercourse. You get to inherit different karmas. You get to inherit different energies. And everything that man did in the past, and all the bad luck, the karma, and all the rituals that he did in Benin, they are in one way or the other going to affect you as well, because you have now become the new host, or you have taken part in sharing the divine personality or the personality of that particular man who has just deposited his sacred fluids into your system. So yeah, intercourse is quite dangerous. There are a lot of spirits that get transferred in the process, and so many other women there, they get to inherit different spirits from one man to another, to the other, to the next, to the next, and then at the end of the day, you find your life not moving forward. You don't understand why. So this is one of the reasons. So based on this that we have shared, I don't expect you to have a conclusive answer at the moment, but that's the story of the alleged girlfriend of Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa. And Makandiwa, if you're watching this, man, you know the lady. If this story relates with you, you know the lady. If there's anything you can undo, man, so that she can be free, man, just do it. Be honorable. Because she's currently going through the most. And she believes you destroyed her life. She believes you destroyed the entire future. You robbed her of her glory, of her destiny. If there's a way to restore her, my brother, just do something. If there's a way to reverse this curse, just do something. I believe she deserves to be free, to be freed, and she deserves to enjoy her communion with her partner. And I don't even know why you made her do the Gomorrah thing. I don't really know. You know, it's disturbing. And in the conversation, I even went on to ask her, but where was Ruth? Because I was trying to understand, was he already married in 2011? And yes, he was already married to Ruth. I was asking her, where was Ruth when all this was happening? And she said, okay, I'll tell you in the next episode. Yes, for now, tell me what you think. I know the sons and daughters of Papau, and the problem with Zimbabweans, they have a verbal diarrhea. You know, I've already told you before, not Zimbabweans in general, but Zimbabweans who follow Emmanuel Makandiwa. I see them as mental retards. They think in reverse. Whatever Makandiwa did to those people that follow him, I don't think it can be undone. You will see them manifesting in the comments and the way they reason. It's so disappointing sometimes. And when you look at them, they say whatever that they say, defending their spiritual father with so much authority, as if they know what they're talking about. Yet they're just subjects of these benign spells that were cast upon their shadows, that were cast upon their souls. So yeah, my people, tell me what you think in the comments as we wait.